We are at the Darlington Raceway for the site of our throwback race of the season. It is the Goodyear 400, and it is set to take place today. 71 degrees, sunny skies for this afternoon event at the trickiest track in NASCAR. The bumpiest at that as of right now as well. Tire wear going to be very, very important, not only to the handling of the race cars, but just the drivers being able to keep it off of that wall to keep from earning a possible Darlington stripe. This is going to be a pretty interesting race to say the least. No stability help on this race today, so let's see if we can actually make it to the end. Typically, we don't with the 750 ovals with no stability. But I think we have the makings to have ourselves a pretty good, fine day of racing, hopefully. The green flag is in the air, and we are set to race this throwback race at Darlington for the Goodyear 400. Schneider trying to make it through this one as cleanly as he possibly can. We're going to have to wait and see if that will be the case. Hopefully the car doesn't get too tight with this tighter setup over the course of the longer run. As he's got a good race car for speed, but not getting that qualifying lap in due to the game's own failure is definitely going to be a big problem here early on. 2 passes made down the backstretch on lap 2. Trying to soar his way forward as he closes in on Austin Cindric. Big slide job to make sure he was going to pull clear of the 53 a gauge that allows Ty Dillon to the inside of him. So 2 laps complete in the Goodyear 400. Hopefully we can get to the end of the 400 miles, 293 laps today. Very rough and tumble racetrack, to say the least. No contact with the back of Austin Cindric off the exit of turn 2 there. We got to be careful with that. A lot of 2x2 traffic in front of the 48. Turn 2 is going to be his best/worst corner. Very easy to get loose in this corner, especially as the tires start to wear out. No stability help on. Great corner exit, though, for the 48. Big run down the backstretch. Kaz Grala going to kind of pull out with a defensive line. Schneider is on the inside of the 16 into turns 3 and 4. He makes a little bit of contact. Gets caught from behind by Justin Haley. Did a great job hanging on to the race car. Schneider's up to 28th. He's got a fast car here early on. Let's hope he has the long run speed. Ooh, almost powered back to the gas a little too soon that time and about spun the car out. I don't think you can't mash the gas on these 750 tracks either. Especially one like Darlington that is as rough as it is. Schneider on the inside, passes the 38 of Alfredo. Now he's on the inside of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. into turn 3. Stenhouse with a block in the middle of the corner. Schneider's car is definitely starting to wiggle around, and it's only 13 laps into the run. Just how quickly the tires are falling off. The lap times are going to fall off. He can get around Stenhouse, though. He's going to have a lot of clean air in front of him. He drove it deep into turn 1 and try to back up the middle of the corner. It's a good run on the exit. Beats Stenhouse back to the gas. He'll clear him down the backstretch with ease. Schneider up to 26. That's about as clean as you can run through the field at Darlington. The tires get a little bit older, and every car he tries to pass can be a little bit quicker than the previous one. Tag the left rear. Bubba Wallace. Oh, drives down to the inside. That was a big block, though, by Custer on the backstretch. Schneider checked up, and that disallowed him to be able to pass the 23 of Bubba Wallace as well. It looked like he was about to have him cleared until the 41 pulled out of line with a block.
Car right.
Great exit to turn 2. He's low enough. Custer was not going to block him that time. Too big of a run. Schneider with a slide job into turn 3, passing Jones. He almost locked the tires up, but they didn't really skirt at all. Oh, well, they did off the exit of the corner. Another big save. Like he was all right. And all 3 of those positions that he made up that last lap, he had to give them right back up again to save the race car. It's just so easy for the car to step out in this game on the 750 ovals. Outside of that, it's going to be tough. Schneider made a pass of Cole Custer. Now Eric Jones. He's underneath the one of Kurt Busch. Driving in pretty deep into turn 1. Slide up the track a bit. He's trying to hang on. If he could just beat Busch back to the gas off the exit of turn 2, he'll be all right. He got a little loose. A little loose that time. Merges way back into traffic. Almost gets hooked by the 43. Now he overdrives it into 3 and slides. Trying to drive a 410 sprint car at this point. Schneider to the inside of Busch. Almost gets into him. Car's just kind of all over the place. Sometimes it's pushing up the track. Sometimes it's getting loose like that. On entry into the corner. Big slide. Great job keeping it off the 23. Oh, what a save again. Jones is going to get by on the inside. Oh, my goodness. Schneider, what a move. Passing Kurt Busch. Unfortunately, he lost another spot, though, to the 43 of Eric Jones. He was loose on entry, then he got loose and overcorrected it off the exit of turn 4. But even with the overcorrection, he kept it off the wall somehow. Has a run. He's on the inside of Wallace down the back straightaway. Trying to drive it in a little deeper into turn 3. A little slide job, and he's able to get around Wallace for position. Nice pass. Even down the straightaways, I can feel the car being a little bit looser than what it was before. I feel like it just wiggles more. It's hard not to overcorrect it. It really is like driving on dirt at this point. Oh, hang on. Maybe Schneider can get around him, and he does. He clears him. Great exit to turn 2. Drives it in pretty deep into turn 3. Trying not to get into the 6 of Newman. Car's wiggling around a lot. Very free on the longer run. Newman gets a great drive off. Got to put a little bit more separation between the 48 and the 6. Schneider just trying to keep the 99 of Suarez behind him again. That's going to be the plan. Lap 45, well, maybe lap 46, but 45, 46, that will be the pit stop for Schneider. Again, drives it deep to the inside of Newman. Feathering the throttle. Just going to kind of pull up in line behind him. Bell 16th, Ross Chastain 17th. Clean air in front of the 48 if he wants to go to the end of the run, if he can just get around these guys. The only problem is because he's been racing around traffic the whole time by himself on these older tires, he may push the car a little too hard. And it would not take much to overstep it. You don't want to wait too long to pit for the car to just lose more and more grip. I don't think any adjustments are going to want to be made here, Schneider, though. The big thing here is if we get a caution and he short pits, knowing it's only a 400-mile race and not a 500-mile race, the race is pretty much going to be over as far as your chance to win. You don't want to throw that out of the window in the first 100 laps of a 293-lap race. But the car is that treacherous right now. Trying to drive another big wiggle in the middle of turns 3 and 4. It's only going to get worse and worse as the laps count on. We are at lap 46. Great run off the exit of turn 2. It's going to pass Ryan Newman and clear him before they get into turn 3. Send it into the corner underneath Chastain. A little bit of contact with him, and somehow, even on 46 lap old tires, doesn't spin the race car out. So he stayed out past lap 45, lap 46. You look at pitting every 50 laps, it's going to be about a 5 pit stop strategy in this race today. Then you're looking at probably staying out if we get any cautions, whether it's for a wave around or whatever reason to stay on the strategy. And at Darlington, that is a big-time risk. You're looking low into turn 3. Slid the tires a little too much in corner entry. That time he locked them up. It's about the 3rd time he's done that today. Underneath that 42 car, Chastain, who gets a run off the banking on the high side. He's able to hold clear of the 48. All right, so crew chief is saying to hit pit road in a few laps, so it might as well just pit lap 51. Don't want to do the same thing we did at Kansas. Could be the tires burning off the car, honestly, which I would not be surprised about. Schneider to the inside of the 42 again. Ross Chastain. It's a very treacherous pit road to try and get onto as well with no stability help. This is going to be very, very difficult. Yeah, never on the channel, whether it's the career mode, custom schedule season, doesn't matter. I have never completed a 750 oval race without any stability or throttle sensitivity help on this game. We have DNF'd in every single one. And right now, Schneider is having himself a good run. He's started at the back, even though probably shouldn't have. Obviously, he's got pace that I feel like in qualifying for a lap would have counted. We would not have qualified that far back. Maybe he could be leading, but he'll take 18th right now, 51 laps in. I think he'll just take overall being in the race still at this point. Great exit to turn 2 again. Schneider gets around the 42 car of Chastain. And he'll pit this time. So Schneider will pit. Not sure what that speed limit is exactly. Probably 45, I'd have to assume. So at lap 51, Schneider has pit. And there's the first pit stop of the day. 4 tires and fuel coming up for the 48. We made it to the first pit stop. My goodness. I didn't think I could ever do that at Darlington. Problem is, we still got 4 more runs to go. Wow, it is so hard. I might be the first NASCAR YouTuber to ever be able to do something like this. Let's make history. Let's make history today. This is insane. Insanely. My hands are sweating already. We're only at lap 51. Again, Schneider, first car into the pits. That's going to be the strategy, though, pitting every 50 laps a day. He might have to pit 1 extra time, but considering the tire fall off here at Darlington, he's going to make up a lot of time here. It's just how much time is he going to lose if they wait another 10, 15 laps after to pit. Don't want to spin out getting up to speed here either. Oh, no! You got to be joking. Hopefully that doesn't burn the tires up too much. That's a shame. He's going to have to take it easy into turns 3 and 4 here. Probably going to have more cars pitting. Oh, yeah. A couple cars pulling out of line. Got guys checking up. A little bit of contact. Oh, my goodness. I think one of those other cars was trying to pit after the contact was made. Again, we stay green. That's the big thing here. William Byron, Ryan Blaney running 1-2. Great midnight advance auto parts paint scheme on Blaney. Schneider's ran right into the left side of him. Got around a little loose off turn 2 because of the contact on entry. Blow by Austin Cindric. Oh, they checked up way too much. Schneider knew they were going to check up, and now we got a caution. He got 1 lap back, but caution is out. Very unfortunate set of circumstances there. They made pit after the yellow. Oh, the game just turned straight to the right. You've got to be joking. Game just turned the 48 straight to the right. Now we get a caution. You gotta be joking me. Checking up. I wanted to turn right on me again. I can feel it getting kind of skatey. Lap 71 restart. He's got a fast car trying to go to work here, but the problem is we're probably like 3 laps down. And the game put us 2 of the laps down. We'll contact somebody got in the wall there, and they have a big stack up on the front stretch because of it. Oh, Kyle Busch just ran right into the back of the 18. If this is how it's going to be, I don't even want to finish this race. I mean, I don't even know how that happened. He just drove into the corner like 20 miles an hour faster. Every time a caution comes out, we're losing another lap. I already know that that's the case. So it's like, do you even want to continue at this point? Because I know it was my fault for bringing out the first caution. I was going to drive through it. But then the game caused me to have a second caution. And we just got dumped there. Who knows? I hate to simulate this. I really don't for the second straight race. The game just keeps doing that though. Like I'm done. I'm not even gonna bother. I mean we're gonna be 5 laps down. And now we're 5 laps down. It just turns you straight to the right. You can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. Unfortunately, this Ally Chevrolet is not going to go to victory lane today, but we're about to see who will. The finishing results of the Goodyear 400. This will be the 4th DNF of the season for Schneider in the first 12 races. Had a good run, though. Ran as high as 17th. If it takes our qualifying time for the Southern 500 in the playoffs, I think we could have a really, really good race. So let's take a look at the top finishers to today's race. Austin Dillon gets the win at Darlington. Not sure where he was running earlier on in the race, but we didn't see him at all, so he was at least in the top 15. He does have a runner-up finish at Darlington, so maybe it's not the worst thing in the world to have him win as far as accuracy goes. So Austin Dillon with the win. Corey LaJoie finishes 2nd. Kyle Larson finishes 3rd. William Byron 4th. Joey Logano rounds out the top 5. Tyler Reddick 6th. Brad Keselowski 7th. Matt DiBenedetto 8th. Cole Custer 9th. Ryan Preece rounds out the top 10. Larson finishing 3rd. That's going to add on to his regular season points lead. And he is back with another top 5 finish. He's only got 1 win, but he's now got 10 top 10s in 12 races. And that is why he is leading the regular season point standings. Of course, he won the regular season standings in real life. So we'll take a look at those regular season standings right now. Schneider has fallen all the way back to 5th in the regular season point standings, losing 3 spots today. He currently sits now 52 points behind Larson, so he came in 19 below. Now he's over a race behind because he can only score up to 40 points. Still got half the regular season to go. Definitely can't count him out. And again, you still get playoff points for finishing in the top 10. I finished like 18th in the custom schedule season in the regular season, so this is still far better consistency season, even though we now have 4 DNFs in the year. I think the only race that I didn't DNF in that I finished outside the top 10 was the Daytona Road Course, and I finished 20th. And that's because we had a couple flat tires throughout the course of the race that put us behind. You just got to run these races clean. I mean, still got 7 top 10s. You look at the drivers with top 10s this season, and we're tied for 3rd for the most top 10. So we got consistency. Let's see if we can just get back on the right track. We're starting to slump here. It's back-to-back last place finishes, so only 1 point for the finishing position. But Dover, we'll see how it goes. We had actually a pretty decent race there in the custom schedule season. I made it through all 400 laps. I'll put the stability back on for the 750 oval. Again, from time to time, I'll try it just to see what happens. But right now, obviously, because the game's still kind of broken with it. Darlington is drivable, but it's still super, super hard, just like any of the other 750 tracks. But I'll be willing to try Darlington again for the Southern 500. Do that later in the year. Until then, as far as 750 tracks, we'll have minimal stability help on again. So we'll start that off with Dover in the next one. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I will see you guys next time.